Okay, what are we talking about today? What do we got going on? Oh, yeah. Okay, this is interesting. This is a good one. There's a new series out there that's drawing some comparisons to Handmaid's Tale, but it's a reversal of the central idea of that. In this one, the women of the future are in total control over the men as a result of completely monopolizing the understanding of automation, AI, and it has led to a totalitarian world controlled by women. Intrigued, frightened? Let's go in depth on this and find out what it's all about.
All right, now this is a really unique world that it takes place in. It's not like as controversial as Handmaid's Tale, I would say, because it's not necessarily political except for what is built into the structure, where women are in every kind of position of authority. So what I mean is it's not a reversal of Handmaid's Tale exactly. What it is a fascinating place to just watch and immerse yourself in because it just so casually presents this world where extremely powerful droids that are really intimidating and scary do the bidding of the women to the letter.
The explanation is slow in coming, but that's the way it pulls you in, really.
Right. And so the totalitarian world that we see is just not quite like anything you've encountered before.
It's based on a short story by T.J. Harriman, and in the show they build off the elements there. In that story, it's implied that men are constantly working on how to escape their imprisonment or their servitude. So the system is always in some kind of danger of being undone.
So far, we've just talked about the world, the setup, but the plotline has this female executive who has a lot of power trying to figure out a way to create a more equitable system, but she's not a fool. She knows that the men she is surrounded by could be a big threat to her if she's not careful.
Yeah, there are a lot of, what do you call it, Machiavellian secrets and dealings going on.
It's a pretty plausible future, the way they present it. The human race continues through in vitro fertilization, and men are essentially kept out of any part of decision-making in that society. I'm going to laugh. It sounds like utopia.
It does not sound like utopia.
I'm kidding. It's a pretty dark story for sure. It really doesn't have a ton of humor in it.
The design of this future adds a lot to the themes as well. The automated police and even the construction robotics, all of it is designed somewhat to look like women, but they're really imposing and powerful. For me, it creates a feeling that I have never felt before, where you see the power and even brutality of women, or at least of what they create, juxtaposed with the more traditional or expected kinds of femininity that the human characters embody. Like complex femininity.
Hi, everyone. This is Kristen. There's also the fact that the women throughout the story are both working against each other and with each other to figure out if there's a way out of this totalitarian system, but knowing that they have to discuss this carefully without revealing what they're really up to.
I don't think they even have a clear plan at first.
It's a balancing act. It's a balancing act.
Yeah, exactly.
The men are all presented as threatening, even if they are good men and decent characters, because in that world, all men are prisoners. They have to be, basically. The main thing is that the female character is trying to find her son, who has disappeared into the system, probably somewhere out there as a prisoner.
Because all the men are imprisoned.
Well, right. They are a danger to the system.
So much so that all male children are immediately put into a low-level caste system and are just raised to go into a prison slave population.
As we say, it's one of the more interesting series that has come out of sci-fi in a long time, and I recommend it. The short story is on the StreamingUtopia website. It's called Tyranna as well, and you can only get it on Hulu's hidden menu. That means you have to tell customer service in an email you want to see it, and they'll give you access.
Tyranna is the name of the series. Check it out on Hulu.
Extremely unusual and well worth your time. Tyranna, short story on StreamingUtopia.com. Thank you for listening.